when you're winning. Get a goal, it's just the beginning. You gotta sing when you're winning. Everywhere you go. Everywhere you go. You gotta sing when you're winning. Get a goal, it's just the beginning. Sing, sing when you're winning. Everywhere you go.
Hello and welcome to episode 48 of the Sing When You're Winning, a fantasy football league oddity podcast featuring distant cousins of podcast royalty and a few very special guests this week who we will reveal very shortly. I'm waiting in line for the podcast throne this week. It's myself, Jamie. We've got Steve and we've got Jersey Chris as well. So this week, everyone will introduce themselves, and I don't know if you saw, it's quite apt given that I'm not going to reveal too early one of our special guests, but he might have a thought on this. But as I said on last week's, it was the Great North Run at the weekend, and they handed out medals. And you might have seen in the news that the medal said on it Newcastle to South Shields, but the actual map of the medal and the river in the medal was the River Wear, and the Stadium of Light was actually on the medal, despite it saying Newcastle, which is absolutely shocking. So, what's the biggest cock up you've ever done, essentially, at work? That's what it is. So I reckon someone might have got into trouble for that, potentially. Hopefully no one got sacked for it, because it is quite funny. But what's the biggest cock-up you've done at work? That's kind of the question for this week that you'd be happy to share. So I can see the two of you are thinking.
I've got
have you got one, Chris?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Oh, God. Yes, I'm manager of fucking a lot of you. My name's Chris, and I'm an estate agent, so I was selling a house and the vendors weren't being particularly nice. And I messaged the buyers, like the vendors, I think they're getting divorced. They're just being dickheads at the moment. I'm sure everything will be okay. But I messaged the vendors by accident instead of the buyer. So I never got the property still went through, but I didn't get paid.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
Ouch.
That's going to hurt. Were you in lots of trouble for that?
Always check your text.
Good stuff. Thank you. Steve, how about you?
I suppose it's littered with cock-ups. I have a joinery business, so there's all sorts
That's not a good advert for your joinery business.
No, but part of joinery is overcoming problems, I would say.
Indeed it is.
So nothing major comes to mind, although I did fit a kitchen for one of our other managers, Mr. Rick Witter, actually.
Okay.
And when we were doing that, we'd removed his old kitchen, and then we'd marked out where all the pipes and waterworks were on the wall. And then the plasterer came in and plastered over all our marks, so we didn't know where they were. So then when I was fitting the kitchen, I hit an electric cable with a drill, which is the first time I've done that in 32 years of joinery.
Wow.
And Rick was down in about 30 seconds because he had knocked his snooker off.
How did he take that? Was he relatively chilled, or was he a bit?
Yeah, he was fine about it. Probably a little less so when about 5 days later I hit a water pipe, and he had like a spring, a hot water spring in his kitchen, his brand new kitchen, which had literally just finished. It was the last screw I was putting in the whole job. So in 32 years, I've hit one water pipe and one electric cable, and they were both at Rick's house.
Amazing. Good stuff.
You're just creating work for your plumber mate and your electrician mate.
I did do that. That's also true. They both came to my rescue very quickly, yeah. So,
yeah.
And Rick didn't come down for the water one. I think he could just hear the water landing in the bucket.
And he was like, oh, shit. Good stuff.
But that did inspire a #1 album because he was writing that album at the same time. So,
okay. Was that a matter of time then?
So if anybody else wants me to come round and drill into a water pipe or something while they're writing an album, that's fine.
Yeah, our two guests might want that.
Maybe,
I'm going to reveal them We're going to reveal them very, very shortly. They've got a song out today as well this Friday morning. But we'll come. Mine very, very quickly. When I was 18, I worked night shift at a BP garage, which is the most soul-destroying job. If you ever want a soul-destroying job, is working night shift at garage, because you're a glorified sweet shop essentially for drunkards to come, and they're not allowed in. So they go, "I want a pack of crisps," and you go and get one. You bring it back and you go, I want a pack of mints, and you do that for about 10 minutes. It's not fun. But I mistakenly sold. I don't know why I did it, but this idiot was buying stuff, and he said, "Oh, can I have a car wash token for like later on in the day?" And I went, "What, you want a car wash token?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm going to use it later." And when I sold him the car wash token, the car wash was next to the night thing, and he basically decided to play water fights with his mate at 2:00 in the morning, which was good fun. So yeah, that was not my finest moment, and it was funny up to the point he decided to score it into the thing. You know, when you put your money in, and so it was bouncing up, and all of the I had like the till and all of that stuff there. That was a bit. So I was like, "Stop what you're doing, Dick." Anyway, so that's probably the silliest thing I ever did at work. Right, let's introduce this week's special guests. So, the Bluetones share their lead song from their new EP, London Weekend Television, this Friday morning. It's available to stream on your platform of choice. And a few of us can confirm it's a cracking tune. Having heard it in York earlier this year, it's a very good tune. So on top of that, our two guests this week are in the top 11 performers across Sing When You're Winning across the first 3 weeks. So let's welcome back to the pod and say a big hello to Ed Chesters and Adam Devlin. Hello.
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 Hello,
Those
all.
watching on YouTube, I can assure you that Adam is here. So how's your week been? Ed, we'll start with you, Ed. How's your week been?
Good. What have I done this week? Seen a few patients. Got over the weekend gigs that we did. We played up north. Played Glasgow and Lancaster at the weekend. Saw a few patients on Monday, Tuesday. Did a bit of DIY today with a because I haven't got a car today. Car had to go in the garage. So yeah, keeping myself busy.
No week. And what's the biggest cock up you've ever done at work, either at work on stage or with the Bluetones or in your day job?
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about my day job, but I do remember it's one of Adam's, really, this one. But we did leave Adam in Hamburg once. Everyone got on the tour bus.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it was Hamburg.
Actually, Adam got off, I think. Adam, you could tell us better than me. Got off the tour bus at a service station. And
we played a gig in Hamburg.
Yeah.
And then we were going to Cologne. And I think there was like a call, like a 1 a.m., 2 a.m. call. Everyone's got to be back on the bus. And bear in mind, guys, this was like the late 90s. There were no mobile phones. So I think everyone got back on the bus. Dom just assumed I was on it, and you drove like half the way to fucking Cologne. And I had to call Neil, our manager, back in London, like reverse, because I had no money. I was literally like hanging around like outside Hamburg station. And they had to come back and get me, which I think they'd gone about 4 hours.
Wow.
So yeah, so I just sat there and occasionally getting the Gestapo. I don't know what the German police are called these days. Like rapping on my feet and moving me along, and I'm on my. So yeah, but is that? Do you count that as your? I don't know if that's your biggest.
That's not mine.
No, I think that
was not mine.
Yeah, that was Dom's really, but it was quite a bad one.
Adam, have you got a bigger cock up than that then? If you say,
yeah, I reckon. Yeah, I reckon so.
Yeah, do you want to share?
Well, I'm sort of wondering where to start. So I'll keep it off a kind of musical level, because there's too many of those to mention. In a previous life, I used to work at HMV Records.
Mm-hmm.
At one point, I worked at HMV Records in Ealing, and I progressed within that company to become the buyer So I was basically at that point. So you're talking very early 90s. So it was pretty much I was a CD buyer and the vinyl buyer for HMV Records.
Cool.
Vanilla Ice. Do you remember Vanilla Ice, guys?
Yes, certainly
Had a
do.
massive single, right? So his album To the Extreme came out in August 1990, and I ordered. I can't remember how many thousands of that record, but I ordered thousands of that record on CD and on vinyl because I was absolutely, convinced it was going to be a massive album. Like that record shop's gone now, but I'm convinced I left shortly after that, but I reckon for a good 15, 20 years after that, they still had all those Vanilla Ice albums stuck in their stockroom, and they weren't sale or return either. So if they'd been sale or return from like BMG, I could have sent them back, but I couldn't because I'd bought the fucking lot. And, so yeah, I reckon that's up there.
Adam, did you leave HMV or were you?
Well, I didn't. Yeah, it was a mutual
Parting of the ways.
I heard the police were involved.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about Sting.
Yeah, the police were involved, but that wasn't directly related to the Vanilla Ice overstock.
No,
was related to some other stuff that
Cosby, Stills and Nash.
Yeah, probably for another podcast.
Another one. We'll save that for season 3.
Do you guys do a crime podcast?
We should now. It sounds like a case for Fog and Sausage. If anyone listened last week, there's a weak connection to that one. Good stuff. Right, this season when we get guests on, we're gonna have a quick look at your teams. And Adam, you've started very, very well, let's say. So should we have a quick look at your team this season? So in game week 3, you scored 73 points, which is pretty good. But so if anyone's struggling in the league, maybe you could listen up and see and follow Adam's lead. But you've got Sells in goal. He had a bit of a quiet week. He got 2 for you in game week 3, but you've got Guay in defence, Van den Ven and Cucurella in defence as well. So that's quite strong. Any thinking behind these ones that we've mentioned so far? Or?
I mean, if we're being serious here for a moment, chaps, that I played a wild card in game week 3.
Yes.
So that team you're looking at now is not really the team that I had in mind.
Yeah.
So, and I don't really like playing a wild card this early in the season, if I'm honest. Sometimes I get to like week 19, I've not even played it.
Yeah.
Just backed the players that I've got. Problem I had going into game week 3 is my midfield was built around Saka and Palmer, and they're both injured.
Yeah.
And I was looking around the rest of the team because it was a funny game week 3. I had Brighton and Man City players playing each other. I had Liverpool and Arsenal players playing each other.
Yeah.
And I was just looking at my team thinking it's not going to work because there's too many. When you've got too many players playing in the same game, all they're really going to do is like take points off each other. And it's very, very rarely you come out of that well. So really, that team you're looking at the moment's not really represented.
What you out with.
No, probably the team in week 1 and 2 was a team that I'd kind of set my stall out with. But I felt like I had to change it because there's no way I would have won with the team that I had on the pitch. And I wouldn't have done.
Yeah.
So I am in that boat now where I'm going to have to spend the next few weeks kind of straighten it out and get it back to what would, be the team that I was looking to have on the pitch, if you know what I mean.
But your forward line's quite strong. You've got Woods, João Pedro, and Haaland.
Yeah, but again, like Wood, I didn't have him.
Yeah,
I brought him in because they're playing West Ham at home,
and he's had a quiet week.
I mean, I think a lot of managers bought in Forest players because they had West Ham at home, didn't they?
Yeah,
and but those one of those games is going to make mugs of all of us. And so that was mine. But, I mean, the other two, João Pedro. Because I had Richarlison the first 2 weeks of the season, and he did really well.
Yeah.
But I did think, well, that's not going to last, is it?
No.
It's Richarlison. So make good what you know.
Yeah.
And you've got Mbeumo in the team. Was he in all along?
No, he came in for that. They were again. Man United were home to Burnley.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people. So, but I don't mind keeping him in the team. Obviously, I know him very well, and I've no doubt he'll rack up plenty of points. So my back line's pretty much the back line I started off with.
Right. Yeah.
And
midfield and forwards you changed.
Say again.
Your midfield and forward line was more the ones you changed.
Yeah, they kind of changed a bit just to kind of reflect that game week because I went in hard on Man United and Forest, and one of them came off. I've been good with my captains so far, so I've done well with my captains. They've scored every week, and my opponent's captains, actually, no disrespect to those guys, have been pretty poor. It's been like Vertst and fucking Bruno Fernandes, and so I've won the captains.
Good stuff.
Well,
73 points, like you said, it's a good score.
It's such a big thing to win the captains. It really is. If you can get your captain right, you're halfway there.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you. And Eds, we'll have a quick look at your team. 36 points wasn't as good, but you still had a decent start to the season so far. Again, you've got Pickford in goal. You've got Alisson on the bench though. Alisson had 8 points, but you went for Pickford. And are you toying between those two?
Yeah, I had a look at the fixtures from just the fixtures coming up, and I just wanted a keeper playing at home each week.
Yeah, okay.
Pickford was at home, wasn't he? And Becker was away, I believe. So yeah, you don't get it right every week, do you? Unfortunately, I had a bad week. Week 3, first couple of weeks were great. And I was up against Nikolai. I looked at his team and thought, well, that's easy pickings. You just never know, do you? Let's give him a chance.
Well, exactly. But it's still a good team. But you were unlucky with. I mean, if you look at your bench, if you've done bench boost, you've got a good 29 points on that bench.
I know. Again, Senesi, right? Bournemouth played away, didn't they?
You had 29 points on your bench.
Yes, he did.
Away.
Fucking hell.
Senesi got 14, Sarr got 7, and Alisson got 8. So if he played his bench boost, he'd have been in a decent position, to be fair.
Yeah, but who's playing their best bench boost on week 3?
Well, you get 2 bench boosts this season, don't you? So
do you?
What?
Yeah, you get 2 of everything this season.
Do you?
Yes, up until Christmas. There's a point at Christmas it resets, so you could throw a bench boost in. A lot of people were talking about doing it game week 1.
How come I didn't know that?
Yeah, I didn't know.
To the pod before game week 1. We told you.
You get one of everything now.
Yeah,
first half of the season and second half.
And it resets on the 27th of September and December, sorry, or something stupid.
So you've got 2 bench boosts, one either side of the season.
Yeah.
Right, fucking hell. And is that the same for triple captain and and free hit? Yeah. Right. Well, that wasn't widely publicised.
And the other thing that you've got going into the African Cup of Nations, I believe, they're going to basically give you 5 free transfers just around that time. So I can't remember the exact. We talked about it in the first pod. Go back and listen to it. But basically, they're making it easier for people this season. The strategy doesn't need to be that strong.
Don't like it.
Yeah. Strategists out there aren't fans. But yeah, so that's one for you to be aware of. If you wanted to throw in a bench boost before Christmas, you'll have another one to play with.
Right.
And there's no expected double game weeks as well. So that's the other reason why people are before Christmas anyway. So they're saying right now it probably makes sense to just roll the dice with a bench boost.
Yeah, well, you don't really get the double game weeks until March, do you?
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, so just very quickly on your team. Then you've got Wood and Haaland, and you've got Ekitike. Which I can't say now without thinking of Tom singing the ABBA song at the same time. But yes, he had a decent start, but he had a obviously quiet game. Are you going to stick with him?
Yes, I am going to stick with him. I think I'm going to ditch Wood.
Okay.
and maybe get Wissa in. Do you think Wissa starts?
I don't know, because it's a weird one with Newcastle, isn't it? You don't know what they're going to do because they've got 2 new strikers there, haven't they?
Yeah.
And
I feel like Wissa's. Do you not think Wissa's more sort of? Go on.
Well, generally they don't play 2 up front, do they? They play 1 and.
Hmm.
But Wissa, I mean, at Brentford, Wissa before he only was played that number 9 last season. Before that, he played right or he played left. He's quite fluid across the front 3. But I don't know what Newcastle are going to do. I really don't. So I think they're more likely to start with Rudy Voller, the guy they've got in from Germany. Fucking beanpole.
You think so? Okay. He got an assist for Germany, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. And I mean, he does look quite decent, to be fair. But I've got no idea how Newcastle are going to set up now. They've got, because they've essentially sold their best striker and bought in 2, right?
Yeah.
I
just don't fancy Forest against Arsenal.
I'm convinced if Wissa plays enough minutes, he'll get goals. He'll definitely get goals. That's what he does.
I think he scored and assisted in the international yesterday, didn't he? I think.
Okay.
So he's match fit. And I think Wirtz scored for Germany as well. Now I've had him every week and he's been useless.
Yeah.
He's got to come good though.
Yeah, but I might just get him back in when he does come good. But for now, he's out.
Yeah.
Well, is he going to get a lot of points though? He seems like a kind of number 6 and a number 8, not quite a number 10. I don't know. He's obviously a very good player, but I don't know if he's going to be a prolific point scorer.
I think sometimes they need a bit of time to adapt to the Premier League. Don't they? Some of these
foreign lads.
Foreign chaps.
Go on, you can say it.
Newcastle's best player is Guimaraes, right? And he doesn't score many points. Fantasy.
No, exactly. So, that's
controls everything on the pitch, but yeah.
No, he's brilliant, but he's not in many people's teams, is he? For that reason?
Well, interesting that you said that, because we've segged quite nicely into the preview of game week 4 and 10 players to target that your rivals might be overlooking. So here's some top tips for people. So apparently, only 5.4% of people own Senesi from Bournemouth, and we've already mentioned him already. So he's one, and he's only 4.6 million. So they're saying he's one you should potentially go for. Jean-Philippe Mateta from Palace, he's only owned by 9.4% of people. So again, he's one to go for. Dewsbury Hall from Everton, only 4.4% of people own. Josh King from Fulham, who I think one of you two own. He's only owned by
King.
Yeah, only owned by 2% of people. So
he's a fucking baller, that boy.
So he's worth going for. The saying. He has a home match against Leeds is one of the reasons why they say you should have him in the team.
Yeah,
which is a bit unfair.
Triple captain.
In game week 4. Morgan Gibbs-White, only 5.6% of people, which is a bit.
Really?
But Forest obviously have got Arsenal this weekend, but then they've got back-to-back games against Burnley and Sunderland coming up. So they're saying Forest could be.
And they've got Ange Ball.
So do you really want to get rid of Wood, or do you want to hold on for a couple of weeks? Is what I'd be thinking.
Yeah, now that Adam thinks that. Was it Adam thought Wissa might not start? Might be the German chap. Maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll wait a week. I'll just
see how they're going to set up, Ed. I mean, they're a home to Wolves, aren't they, Newcastle, this weekend?
That's what I didn't want to miss. Didn't want to miss a bag of points.
But you imagine
a couple of goals.
Well, you think Alanga and Gordon will be starting surely on the wide positions.
Yeah, exactly. So that's one of them.
Other players quickly to mention. Eva Nielsen, Bournemouth, only 2.3% own. And they're saying that he's been ignored at the moment, but probably shouldn't be. Spurs, Vicario in goal is only 8.6%. And according to the fixture difficulty ratings, there's lots of stats in this one. 3 of Spurs' next 4 matches against West Ham, Wolves, and Leeds are piss easy, essentially, is what they're saying. So they reckon that he could be a good goalkeeper to go for. And So yeah, there's some players to look out for if you're planning a bit of a wild card this weekend going into game week 4, and they're the types of players that your rivals aren't picking. So it might give you the edge is essentially what they're talking about there. Shall we look at some real fixtures for this weekend and do some fixture predictions in the new? We're calling this "Who the Hell Knows," as Tom said the other week when we were picking fixtures, and we're going to kick off with Saturday lunchtime: Arsenal against Forest. Ange's first game back against Arsenal at the Emirates. What do we think? Who wants to go first?
Well, what's he going to do?
Yeah, what's he going to do in 2 days?
Yeah, what I mean, I've got no doubt Ange knew he was getting that job, right? And he's known for a while. So he's obviously been watching Forest.
Yeah.
But what can he actually do? I mean, that's what I'm fascinated about this game, because he can't go in and implement Ange ball, can he? Realistically, in 3 days. So I've got no idea what he's going to do. I've got no idea. But even if he does set up like Forest set up, compact, play on the counter, or if he's like going to bring in Ange ball, gradually, they're still going to get pumped. So I reckon, whatever he does, I reckon it's going to be three goals. They're going to get pumped.
You're thinking 3-0 Arsenal?
I mean, I'm thinking 3 or 4 goals. Yeah.
Okay. I'll tell you what, we'll go 4-0 Arsenal then. Eds, how about you?
Well, I'll take 3-0 Arsenal. I agree with everything Adam said. Saka's still out, isn't he? Does that mean Nwaneri might get a game?
Saka's still out, yeah. So
because they'll play Eze, won't they?
Oh, Eze. Yeah. He'll start on the right. That might be a good transfer.
Mm. So
is he a midfielder or is he a forward? Eze in the game?
Well, I think he can play wide, can he?
No, I mean in fantasy football.
He's a midfielder.
He's listed as a midfielder.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Well, maybe I'll get rid of Gibbs White and bring in Eberiche.
And when Gibbs White scores 2 on Saturday,
this is the game, isn't it?
Remember, Forest have got some games coming up, apparently.
I just think Arsenal will win comfortably.
You would expect so, wouldn't you? You would expect so. Steve, what do you think, Arsenal Forest?
Yeah, I agree with Eds and Adam there. I think, seeing as they've took 3-0 and 4-0, I'll go 4-1.
4-1, okay. Good.
I think it'll be chaos. It'll be a right mess. They got dicked by West Ham last time out, didn't they? So
yeah,
Arsenal, I think, will just steamroll them.
Yeah,
they'll all be a bit confused. They won't know what's going on. 4-1.
4-1. Good stuff, Chris.
Yeah, I agree with everyone. I'm going to go 5-0.
Ooh.
It's gone big.
Yeah, it's gone big.
Jamie's going to go 1-0 Forest now.
I mean, Ange doesn't really know how to defend, though, does he? That's the thing. Yeah. Like, I'd be tempted to do that, but no. I think Arsenal win, but I think it might be 2-1. I think it might be a scrappy affair. We'll see. But yeah, we've gone clean sweep there. Forest aren't going to win, people, according to us. Let's go with your team, Adam. Let's go Brentford against Chelsea on Saturday night, 8 o'clock kickoff. Ooh, Saturday night entertainment on the telly.
I mean, fucking hell. It's kind of heart and head here.
Yeah.
Brentford's had a good start.
Huh?
Brentford have looked quite good, haven't they?
They've looked. I mean, we had a shocking first half in the first game against Forest, and ever since then we've been all right. We were good in the second half. We were very good against Villa. It's insane that we didn't win that game at Sunderland.
Sunderland, yeah. Because
we should have been 3 up, 4 up by the time it went to that. It went to the last 10 minutes and he was loading it in the box. And so, but I still don't know. I'm still very concerned about my team this season. I think.
Are you warming to Keith Andrews yet, Adam?
I don't know. It's too early. It's like it's really weird with Brentford because, like, on the face of it, and I can see how from the outside looking in, it looks like we've just lost our fucking minds. And because I know, Brentford are a selling club, and that's the model, but it feels like a lot in one go this time. the whole spine of that team, plus the manager, plus his staff are kind of gone. So we're all kind of waiting to see a bit how this pans out. But I've not been that dispirited by the first 3 games. There's enough in it for me to think we'll be all right. The other problem we've got this season is that the 3 teams coming up, they look all right. And we had a lovely luxury of the last couple of seasons where you know that there's 3 worse teams than you because they're fucking hopeless. And I don't think we're going to have that this year. I think it's going to be a really competitive Premier League. On this game, I would take a draw.
Yeah.
But if I was being realistic, 2-1 Chelsea.
So you're going to go 2-1 Chelsea.
Yeah.
Will you be there Saturday night?
I will be there. Yes.
We'll look out for you in the crowd then.
Will
you get back from Dubai in time?
I'll be back from Dubai. Yeah.
Good stuff. Steve, how about you? What do you think? Brentford, Chelsea.
Brentford, Chelsea. I'm gonna go 2-1 Chelsea.
Another.
Sorry, Adam.
No worries.
No.
Well, I didn't want 2-1 Chelsea himself.
I said the same.
Yeah, exactly. Ed, how about you? Brentford, Chelsea.
I think Brentford are a bit better than that, and I still don't trust Chelsea. I don't think they've proved themselves. You know, they weren't particularly good. I know what they finished 5th last year.
I've tipped them for the title this year, so they're definitely not going to win.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm going to go 1-1 Brentford. 1-1 Brentford draw.
1-1 to Brentford.
Yes.
Yeah, well, it would feel like it.
It will feel
if
like
you were
a
a Chelsea fan, it would feel
Take
like
that.
it's Yeah, absolutely. Chris, how about you?
I really liked how Brentford played in the last game. I thought they did quite well. Again, I really hate Chelsea, so I don't really want them to win either. So I'm going to go for a 2-1 win for Brentford, but I don't know who's going to score because I don't know any of their players anymore. They're all gone.
Okay.
Ouattara.
So
Ouattara? How's it pronounced?
Ouattara.
Ouattara.
Thiago. They got Ivor Thiago. He was the guy that was originally brought in to replace Ivan Toney, but spent all of last year injured. So it's a bit weird with Brentford's front line. You're not quite sure. Like Sharda scored a few last season. He got 12, 13 goals. It's not bad in the Premier League. But so it's going to be Sharda, Ouattara, Thiago. It's going to be that kind of fluid front 3. But we don't know where we are pissing in the wind, chaps.
Well, I hope you win.
Yeah, so do I.
Well, I'm going to go for a classic 2-2. I think it's probably got a draw. Like Ed said, I think it's got a draw. But Saturday night, I think there'll be goals late on, just for TV. It'd be good stuff. Last game of the weekend is the last game of the weekend. I don't think there's a Monday Night Football this week. But on Sunday, it is Man City against Manchester United. Ed, what do you think? The Manchester derby.
Ooh. It's all gone a bit weird for Manchester clubs, hasn't it? Neither of them look particularly like they've got their act together. Oh, I don't know. I'd like to see United win, so I'm just going to go. Yeah, I would. I just think it'd be interesting and fun. I'm going for a fun 3-1 Manchester United.
Wow,
1-3.
It would be certainly interesting to watch that if it happened. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but yeah. So you've gone for Man U. Adam, how about you?
I mean, I totally understand why Eds was making all those funny noises at the beginning of his prediction, because I look at that game in exactly the same way and just think, well, fucking, like, what would be a scoreline in that game that would surprise me? Manchester United, fuck knows. Because they often do pull it out, don't they? They pull it out of the bag when they're playing City or Liverpool.
Yeah, true.
And suddenly, they're back, all that shit. But equally with Manchester City, it's still like, well, if they turn up on the day, they could steamroll Man United, but they sucked arse, haven't they, the last 2 years? So,
yeah, they have been.
Like, any result is possible here, so I'm going to just hedge my bets and go 2-2.
Okay. Good old Desmond on Sunday.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah,
good.
Desmond.
Good old Desmond. Steve, how about you?
Dodgy one, because City have lost the last two, haven't they? Didn't lose the last two, City?
Mm-hmm.
United are all over the place a little bit as well. So, and I think Man United always raise it against Man City. They always tend to pull something out of it, don't they? So, if those guys are going for an away win, I'm going to go with a 1-1.
1-1. Okay. And Chris, I know how much you love Manchester United. So, what do you think?
Well, my captain, my fancy team is Winders, so I'm going to back my boy, and I'm going to go for a City 3-0 win.
City 3. That would be quite full on.
Winders hat trick.
Okay. I need to get Randy's in my team. He's I'm debating bringing him in this weekend, so fingers crossed. I'm going to go 4-1 to I think City will stuff me, to be honest. I still don't rate the United side, even though they've signed a lot of players. But I'll be proved wrong, because you'll be right, Ed.
Well, Marmouche is out, isn't he, now? So probably Foden
He
might
is,
get again.
got injured.
Yeah, he's in my side, so I'd need to make a few changes at the weekend.
Although Erling got 5, didn't he? 5 and 2 assists last night or something.
Yeah.
One, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Moldova.
Chaps,
Cunha.
Cunha's got a little yellow flag on him. What's that all about?
He's injured.
He went off it last match, didn't he?
Is he injured, or did he not want to play international football?
No, he went off after 20 minutes, didn't he, the other week, last Premier League game?
Proper injury.
Probably because I just brought him in, so I got a good 20 minutes out of him, and then he walked off. Hobbled off.
Oh, well, that's my transfer done then this week. I'll out with Cunha, in with Mbumo. Are they the same price?
Yeah, I think so.
Mbumo's a bit more expensive, I think, but I don't think there's a lot.
Is he 8? 8 in Mbumo, I think, isn't he?
Don't think there's a lot in it.
If you've got money in the bank Friday morning, go for it. That's what I would say.
He's 8.1 in Mbumo.
Oh. And Kuna's 7.5, or he might be 7.4 now, is he?
Ooh, okay. Might have to. I think I've got a spare transfer. Yeah, I'll be fine. I'll get Gibbs White out as well. And hunt around in the bargain basement for another midfielder. Good stuff.
And as we've got you on, Ed, last couple of times you've been talking about some beef with a fellow manager, haven't you? So do you want to remind us about this?
Well, it's in my second season, about 6 seasons ago, I think.
8 years ago, Ed. It was 8 years ago.
Is it that long ago? It's like I wasn't on Twitter, right? I'd never done Twitter. So I wasn't aware of what everyone was talking about, in the league, but I was doing really well.
Yeah.
It's like 3 games to go or 4 games to go. My closest rival was a Stu Dunn.
Yeah.
Who I thought he was your brother, Steve, but obviously I now know he's not.
No
Well, he's a Leeds chap.
Yeah.
And like I thought I had it covered because I had a free hit and a wild card, and I think I just needed to win like the third from the last game of the season, and I was home and dry because I could just copy Stu's team with my wild card, and so like even if we got a draw, like I'd still win the championship. And to my horror, Mark Osman changed his team wholesale, took like a -40 or whatever.
Yep.
Changed 10 players like 2 games before he was playing me, and he set up his team to be like not to win the game in the previous week, but to win the game against me. I mean, that's what it seemed like to me.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, I was like maybe being a bit paranoid about this. But I just kind of thought, this is a Leeds thing. They're in cahoots. They don't like this new boy coming in and storming the league.
Yeah.
And I think, he's not here to answer his case, is he? Because
Well,
he's too scared to come on. Is that right?
Possibly. Let's speak to Steve. I think Steve
he is actually busy, but Mark has sent an official statement from his club. Can you knock it? Hoping to clear up this mess that's been lingering around for 8 years. So Mark says, first of all, I know the feeling. A manager later in that same season did something very similar to me, where he seemingly wildcarded just to beat me and sent both of us into a 5 or 6 game winless streak. I still keep an eye out for the fixtures against this person who doesn't name, actually, so I don't know who that is.
Okay.
We'll have to delve into that one. And so he looks out for those fixtures even now. So again, 8 years on, he's still holding a grudge.
Yeah.
Good.
As far as
grudges should be held.
As far as this incident with Eds goes, unfortunately, I don't play FPL the optimum way for head-to-head formats. I am in a mini-league where to finish bottom comes with a costly restaurant bill each season, so my aim is not to finish bottom of that and to achieve maximum points, and hopefully head-to-head results go my way. I don't use chips or strategies to win against a weekly opponent. Weekly as in every week. You're not saying you're weekly, Ed.
Yes.
I'm afraid I don't have the guile or FPL acumen for that. I only play to gain as many points as I can. This one against Eds was purely being me at the end of my tether after a terrible week on points hauls, and was a Hail Mary play, and I had no wildcard left to use to try and get my season back on track. It could have been against Eds or any other of my fellow top flight managers. So there was no beef or specific targeting going on, although I have to admit I don't mind a bit of friendly rivalry or being tagged the bad boy of FPL. If I ever catch Eds at one of his shows, tell him there's a bottle of Malbec waiting for him. Good luck for the rest of the season. Love, Mark.
Do I not like that?
I mean, it's fair play to him. That's a pretty full and frank explanation.
Yes. No, that makes
he
a lot
clearly
of
wants to
sense.
draw a line under it, Ed, so maybe 8 years is enough.
Okay, I'll stop triple captaining him.
Ed, have you met Mark Horseman by
No,
now?
I haven't. I hear he's 6'7".
Yeah, he's a massive, great, big fucker, but he's the loveliest man in the world. He's good.
He is a top lad.
He's a lovely chap. So
okay, I'll find another rival.
I mean, I think you should still keep the rivalry because it's fun. But
keep it brewing.
Yeah.
But I mean, I wonder who Mark's got beef with.
Yeah, Mark's got beef with him, and he needs to tell us.
Adam, if you're on top when I come round to playing you, I'm obviously going to knock you off your perch. Obviously.
I don't mind a bit of beef.
Do you have beef with anyone, Adam, in the league in particular, not just in life, but in the league in particular?
What I've had beef with?
Yeah, do you have beef with anyone at the moment?
No, not particularly. I actually, I mean, interesting. Like on Ed, I have had beef with Horseman before myself.
Oh.
But only because I think we were both contesting the league at the same time.
Yeah.
I used to have beef. I mean, Steve, you'll remember this. I'm not sure anyone else will. With Rich on the radio.
Yeah. Oh, that was the season when two of you ran away with things. What I think? Did you won the league, didn't you? But you got 96 points to his 94 or something.
Yeah, we were like miles ahead of everyone else. But he was way better than me. Like his actual score was about like almost 200 ahead of me. And I think he won the last 13 games of the season. But so did I.
Yeah. But
he got a bit prickly, and then he left, didn't he? He left at the end of the
season. Yeah. In fact, you've got a history of doing that. I mean, I think Rich left after you beat him after he got 90 odd points. I think he probably lost about 3 games all season or something. And
he did,
still didn't win the league.
Tony DeRigo left.
And Tony DeRigo left as well when you took the title off him as well.
You are the manager killer. There you go.
So it's a bit of a worry that you're top this year. So whoever comes second is probably going to lose their shit as well.
Yeah, but early days, chaps. Early days. I've had a fucking awful start the last few years. So
yeah, I'm enjoying one of those right now.
Yeah. Yes, so I see. But you have got a draw.
I've got a point, a precious point. Yeah,
got that very rare thing in this league, draw.
And as if planned, we were almost into more segueing into the next thing because Steve's got some fixture previews of who's still got 100%, and who's trying to maintain that across the SWYW pyramid.
In fact, we've not mentioned it before, but we've got new viewers and listeners and new managers and things. So we should point out that Adam and Ed's are quite long-standing managers with us. I think Adam's probably into his 11th year now, and Ed's is about 8 or 9.
Something like that.
Anyway, Adam in that time has won 3 league titles in 2016, 2017 and 2018, and won the Sing When You're Winning Cup in 2022, a cup final in which he beat Ed's.
Yep.
Ed's been a runner-up in that cup final, has also been runner-up in the league in 2019 and 2022. Although last season you did qualify for the Champions League, Ed, so and Adam missed out on that one, so well done there.
Hey.
But to be fair to Des, he's almost won a lot of things.
Yes.
Almost.
I think you sent a little message in last time saying, why is he a serial bottler or something, didn't you?
Well,
I would love it.
I'm trying to be respectful here, guys. It's not easy to almost win things.
It's hard to do that.
And he also survived almost getting relegated by 1 point in 2024 as well, so he's quite good at almost doing things.
Yeah.
But anyway, where were we? Fixtures this season, this week, after this 2-week break. People with 100% records are you, Adam. You are playing Chris Dawkes, who is also unbeaten. He's got 7 points.
Oh.
Ben Shires is playing Andrew Chester. Again, he's got 6 points. Rich Archer from Hardfi and a fellow Brentford fan of Adams. He is playing Tim Ward, who's newly promoted and only has 3 points. And Mark Summerton, champion a couple of seasons ago, is playing Steve Taylor, who hasn't won yet and hasn't got a point or anything yet. Down at the bottom, there's still a couple of teams that haven't got 1 point other than Steve. It's Tom Roberts. He's playing Tom Gregory. And Jim Daly, the pre-season favourite, has lost all 3 so far and is bottom, and he's playing Tom Bird.
Yeah, pre-season favourite. We were told that about Michelle Gale, weren't we, last season? And Farris the season before that. These guys, they come up from the Championship. Oh, they're pre-season favourites. Well, come on.
And look where they are now.
Yeah, we're seeing the measure of them now, aren't we?
Speaking of the Championship, the only 100% record there is Alistair Griffin. He's playing Lee Cooper, who's got 6 points. Ross Millard is unbeaten. He's got 7 points. He's playing Alex Renton, who has 3 points. And the only team in that division with no points is Cole Jenkins, and he's playing Nicola Dunn, and she's only got 3 points, so hopefully she'll beat Cole. Sorry, Cole, because she's never in a very good mood if she loses those weekend matches.
We're like a happy household.
Yeah. Although she's got more points than I have, so she's reasonably happy, I think. In League One, Tim Bresnan has a 100% record. He's playing Stu Kelly. He's only got 3. And Pete Martini, who won the Conference League last season, he is playing Craig Wilson, who hasn't got a point yet. Down at the bottom, the other teams with no points are Nigel Clark from Dodgy. He's playing Dave Atkins, who's got 6 points. He was relegated last season, so he'll be quite happy with that. And Jonas, who's been an absolute nightmare for about all this year, calendar year, he's got no points, and he's playing Steve Wybrandt, who's got 6. And in the bottom division, Finn Dunn has got a 100% record. He's playing Ian Baker, who is Mark Morris's next door neighbour. Mikey Austin Riley is playing Alfie Witter, who's only got 1 point so far. And Alfie says he's having an absolute nightmare at the moment. And Rob Lally from the Lottery Winners is defending his 100% record against Average. And the only team in the bottom division with no points so far is Chesney Hawks, who's playing Adam Constive, who only has 1 point himself.
Okay. Thank you very much for that, Steve.
That
so we'll
completes
see.
that.
Yeah, we'll see how they get on. You look like some kind of Willy Wonka thing with the lights going in the background, the glasses. It's quite impressive.
Oh, so you can see me as well.
We can now. Yeah.
You look like you're in
I can.
a fancy
no,
I'm in
Dubai
Dubai, guys.
nightclub.
I'm in Robbie Savage's condominium. Just see the fucking state of this place, man.
Amazing stuff. Right, you've come back just in time just to chat about your new single. Yeah, your new EP, London Weekend Television. You guys want to let us know a little bit more about that? Is this the last of your current EPs? Is that right?
Yes, the third of the 3 EPs that we had planned to write and record and release. Like about 18 months ago, we just thought, let's just do this. Let's just we haven't written anything for ages. We all kind of felt fertile in that way, like because when we rehearse, you're always sort of knocking things around, jamming stuff, and it just kind of felt right to put in a bit of not hard work, just get together a bit more often and actually produce something. So we thought, we'll do 3 EPs. So when Scott comes over from Tokyo to rehearse and do some gigs, that gives us a chance to, in the downtime around that period, do a bit of writing, recording. And so we thought, well, let's, instead of doing an album, because I don't think people have as much of an appetite for an album nowadays. It's like, it's all about just like the next release, the next song.
Mm-hmm.
So we split the difference and thought, well, if we do them in batches of 3s, that's kind of, it's easier for us to get our head around and maybe easier for people to consume the songs in batches of 3. And this is the last lot of 3 coming out. London Weekend Television is the lead track from it, and then there's on the other 2 tracks are a song called The Aristocrats and Play Shadow. And we have played London Weekend Television live already on a few of the shows, just because it's just so much fun to play. It's like it's like, for me, it feels like I'm in the Kinks.
Oh, cool.
And so it's like just a good old, it's like a little rock and roll beat. Pop,
60s garage vibe.
Yeah.
No, as I said earlier in the show, when you played it at York at the Crescent back in Easter, it fit nicely into the set. I thought as a new song to be debuted, it went down really well. I thought it's a good tune. And I'm back?
Really enjoying playing the new stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's
I was going to say you're back touring, aren't you? So you mentioned earlier, so you're touring the new stuff again at the moment.
Well, a little bit. We've been doing like sporadic kind of festival gigs and one-off gigs, but we're doing a proper tour next month in October, sort of mid-October to mid-November. We're doing like a 4-month tour of the UK, and we're playing pretty much fucking everywhere. We're definitely playing in Leeds, which I know is the centre of your universe, you guys.
Certainly is. Leeds, I think Leeds is sold out, hasn't it? Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
it's not the Brunel. Where is it?
No, it's not. No, it's not.
Project House. It's Project House, isn't it?
Yeah.
What's that like?
That's all right. It's a decent venue. That Nath runs that from the Brudenell as well. So it is under the Brudenell hat.
Oh right.
No, okay. A few of them have been sold out, and like Glasgow sold out, Manchester sold out. We've even had to like upgrade a couple of venues, so it all seems to be going well.
Yeah, well, I imagine Project House holds quite a lot of people. It's a pretty big place.
Okay.
Cool.
No pressure.
It's a bit like an old disused warehouse.
Okay,
very long queues at the bar, I believe. And they do nice food at the front there as well.
We played a place like that in Lancaster at the weekend, Cantina in Lancaster. It's really cool venue. It's like it feels like it's outdoors. It's like a yard. It's like a warehouse and a yard. It's it's really it felt like a little bit like being back in Christiania. Do you know Christiania? in Copenhagen.
Yeah.
It's like
It's a fucking hippie commune.
Yeah, commune. It kind of exists in a bubble outside of the law, outside of the normal Copenhagen Danish law, and that's what the cantina reminded me of, I should say.
Yeah, good stuff. If I'm ever that way, I'll have to try and check it out. There you go. Sounds
funky
good.
waft in the air.
Oh, right, okay. One of those.
I'm sure we might get a few managers down for that one anyway.
Project
House.
For Project
House. Yeah.
Get that sorted. Nice one. So yes, new single. The EP's out in a couple of weeks. Am I right in saying? But the London Weekend Television you can stream from today. Is that correct?
From
yes,
Friday.
That's right.
It's Friday morning.
That is
Remember,
today.
Adam?
It is Friday,
morning.
Adam.
It's Friday morning.
It is Friday. Right, well, there you go. Oh yeah, of course it is. Yes.
Of course, it's Friday morning.
Sorry, what was I thinking?
It's almost like we're organised and we know what we're doing. It's all good stuff. And
is Adam's screen actually on, or is it just really dark?
I think it's gone off again. But Adam has broken the podcast record after 48 episodes. He's beaten Nikolai in the amount of times he's been able to drop the F word into conversations tonight.
Oh,
sorry. No, it's fine. We always put the warning on anyway. But
I don't know. I think Nikolai might still have the record there because he said it after every wrong answer on the quiz.
Well, we haven't got to the quiz yet. So
yeah.
You got a fucking dump button, haven't you?
Speaking of the quiz, we've got a new quiz. In this season, we pick a different topic each week and get ChatGPT to give us 100 questions on the topic. And we have 3 rounds, and you all have to pick a number between 1 and 100. And it'll pick a random question. It could be really easy. It could be really hard. It could make no sense whatsoever. We will find out. We're in ChatGPT's hands. This week's questions in acknowledgement of the fact that Nuno got sacked, another ridiculous sacking early in the season. We're going for the earliest Premier League manager sackings in history.
In history?
In Premier League history, the earliest Premier League manager sackings. So 1 to 100. We'll start with you, Eds. Pick a number, and we'll have 3 rounds of this nonsense.
13, please.
13. Who was the first Premier League manager sacked in the 2004-2005 season?
Fucking hell.
Roy Hodgson.
It was Reading manager Steve Coppell. Apparently, but did no one go for question 14 because this could be bullshit? But apparently, the following season, he was also the earliest man to be sacked. But I can't believe that Reading would have had him twice and sacked him 2 seasons in a row. So that's ChatGPT being bullish. But anyway, sadly, Ed, you were unlucky on that one. We'll go with you, Adam. 1 to 100? Give us a number.
Well, the answer's Frank de Boer, isn't it?
It could be.
Crystal Palace, 5 games.
You pick the question.
All right, number 20.
Number 20 is okay. There's a theme. I think they're all similar. Who was the earliest Premier League manager sacked in the 2011-2012 season?
Oh, fuck off.
Would it help if I give you the club and then you can name the manager?
Yeah, give me the club.
Newcastle United.
Okay, 2011, 2012.
Ooh, I think I might know this.
I mean, they've been through a lot, haven't they? Let's go Glenn Roeder.
Ooh, it was Alan Pardew.
Yeah, right, okay.
Right ballpark.
I mean, that's pretty much the same thing, isn't it?
I thought they would, in my head, I visualized them as almost the same person, to be fair. But yeah, sadly not. But yes, if it is questions like that, I'll give you the club because otherwise it's impossible. Chris, give us a number.
Number 10.
Number 10. Oh, we're sticking low here. Who was the first manager sacked in the 2001-2002 season? And he was the Villa manager.
What's going to be Leeds then? Villa. What's his name?
Little guy.
Little? Can't even think of a Villa manager back then.
Anyone want to steal?
Is it
Was
Brian
it-
Little?
It wasn't Brian Little. It
Oh,
was
fuck.
John
Was
Gregory.
it Gregory?
It
I
was
think John
Gregory.
Gregory.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was Gregory, apparently. Steve, see if you can get a point in this first round. Everyone else is on 0.
I've just got half a point, surely.
I thought I said it before you said it. I'll give you a half then. Fair enough.
You said, does anyone want to steal? And I said, John
then I-
Gregory. And you said, yeah, it was
There
John
must be a
Gregory.
delay because I think I said Gregory and you said it. Anyway, who cares? No, 1 to 100. You get
Well,
half a
listen
point.
back, my friend. Half
I
a point
will.
at least, or whatever you're
One,
giving
I'll
out.
give you half a point. 1 to 100.
100.
Right. Who was the first Premier League manager ever to be sacked?
In 1911.
I don't think this is true. But apparently, he was dismissed in February 1993. I find it hard to believe that
No, it's a different era. What team are we? You give me the
Chelsea.
team on that.
Chelsea.
Chelsea. John Hollins.
Ian Porterfield. Apparently. But yeah,
I mean,
I find it hard to think we went all the way through to February that season before somebody got sacked. But there
different
you go.
times, guys.
It was
Different
a
times.
different world, different world.
Yeah, let's crack on with round 2. There's some interesting questions in the high numbers. That's all I'm going to say. Eds, go for pick us a number.
99.
Right. Yes. Can you name? Oh, this is a weird question. Can you name one season other than 2013 to 14, which saw 9 managerial sackings during the season? So you can
When
pick.
was there a lot of sackings?
Just pick a season.
Oh, it'll be quite recent. Let's go. It wouldn't be the COVID year, so let's go really recent. How about 2022 to 23?
No, it was in the noughties. It was 2004 to 2005 and 2008 to 2009, apparently.
I feel like there's more sackings recently, but maybe that's just.
But 9's quite a lot during the season, isn't it? I guess, I suppose. But anyway, that was a bit of a different question. Hang on, did you just say 21-22?
No, I said 22 into 23.
ChatGPT's loads of bollocks because on 97 it's saying that there was 10 managerial dismissals in 21-22. So that question 99 doesn't make sense. But yeah, you didn't say that, so you don't get a point. Sorry. Right, Adam, over to you. I love ChatGPT. It's shit. Come on, Adam.
Go on then.
Give us a number, Adam.
Number 70.
Number 70 is in the 2001-2002 season. Who was the first manager to be sacked? He was Leicester City manager at the time.
Who was Leicester's manager 25 years ago?
Essentially.
Is essentially the question.
It is the question, yes.
Fucking hell.
That's tough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want a clue?
Yeah.
he was England manager for one game, but not Allardyce. He was.
Oh, okay. Taylor.
Yes, Peter Taylor.
Yeah, Peter Taylor. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would have been nowhere near that without.
Yeah, without the clue.
I mean, you're not giving him a point.
No,
for
I'm
that,
not giving you a point.
There is embarrassed to accept.
Frank de Boer is the answer to one question. You just need to pick the right number, Adam, next time around. It's like a lottery. There you go. Was it Chris? You were next, weren't you? Sorry.
Yeah, 44.
44 is in the 93-94 season, which Villa manager was the first person to lose his job? 93-94.
So John Gregory got a job after him.
Yeah, it was well after. Yeah.
Run out.
Brian Little?
Wasn't Brian Little? It was
Ooh,
Graham.
can I go? I want to steal again. I want to get another half point.
Why are we all stealing on mine?
I was going to say Dr. Joseph Venglos, so I got it wrong.
No, it was Graham Taylor.
Oh.
There you go. Right, Steve, over to you.
50.
Again, 2008-2009 season. What?
Carry on. I like it.
I have to ask this question. In the 2008-2009 season, which manager was the first to be dismissed for Charlton Athletic? Note, Charlton win the championship that season. The actual earliest Premier League sack might be different. But this
Alan Kirbishley.
Oh, you hit the post with that one. It was Alan Pardew again.
Pardew.
He's been booted out twice by different clubs early on. He clearly doesn't like the start of a season.
So do I get half a point for Alan?
No, you've had enough half points. You're still winning, going into the final round with half a point. Right, last round. Eds, kick us off.
24.
24 in the sack race is... In the 2017-18 season, which Premier League manager was the first to lose his job? And it was West Ham United.
I don't care about West Ham United.
Sorry, Chesney.
Let's... Sam Allardyce.
It was Slaven Bilic, apparently.
Who was it?
Slaven Bilic.
I thought you were going to go Pardew again.
Well, the original question said in the 2015-16, which manager, and then underneath it said, no, Bilic was actually sacked in the 2017-18 season, so double checking. The actual earliest in 2015-16 was likely Alan Pardew or Sam Allardyce.
Right.
ChatGPT talks to itself when it gives you information. So
really if you just say Alan Pardew to every answer in this quiz, you're going to win.
Alan Pardew is the king of the sack race, essentially. But Adam, it's your last question, your chance to go in the lead if you can get 1 point.
Boo.
Number 50.
We've had 50 already.
All right, number 40.
Okie doke. The number you were looking for was 66, by the way.
Yeah, okay. Now, Frank de Boer.
Yeah, if you said that. Which Premier League manager was the first to be sacked in this 97-98 season for Nottingham Forest?
Alan Pardew.
It's not.
I think I know this one. Steal.
All right, I won't say anything.
1970-98.
97-98, yeah.
So, was Clough still around then?
No. He'd gone earlier.
Had he?
Yeah.
Right. Frank Clark.
No.
Oh, that's what I was going to say.
I think this is wrong, to be fair.
Whoa.
It wouldn't be the first time.
What's it saying there?
I think this is wrong. It's saying Big Ron. Was Big Ron ever managed?
Oh, I think he did. Did he go in as a temporary thing?
He must have gone
he was
in.
there briefly.
Yeah.
I thought Frank Clark was after Clough, wasn't he?
He was, but maybe Big Ron came in.
Right.
But yeah, either way, according to ChatGPT, it's saying Ron Atkinson, and we always stick with the bollocks answers that they give. So sadly, it looks like Steve's winning by half a point unless Chris can get a point.
It's about time I won something.
Number 66 then, please.
60.
No, I was there. I must have read as I was I've thrown you in the wrong direction.
Steal.
66 isn't Frank de Boer. Sorry, I was screwed. In the 97-98 season, who was the first to go at Sheffield Wednesday? Talking old school managers here.
Fucking hell.
Can't even remember Wednesday manager. I'm going to go for Waddle.
I reckon I might have a go here.
Go on.
Megson?
No.
Oh, can I have a go?
Yeah, go on.
Trevor Francis?
No. Anyone else? Ed, do you want to have a... David Pleat, apparently. David Pleat. So, Steve, safe in the knowledge that you've won by half a point.
Yes.
1.5 points if you get the final question in this mad quiz. Pick a number.
25.
25 is... Oh, no, we've had that one.
26.
Yes, one I had.
Right. They're all about Slaven Bilic. Move on.
36.
36, right. Who was the earliest Premier League manager sacked in the 2009-2010 season, again for West Ham United? West Ham come up a lot in this.
West Ham. Sam Allardyce.
It's the Allen again, but not
Pardew.
Pardew.
Oh, that was my last
Pardew.
answer.
It's Kirbishley.
It's Kirby.
Kirbishley. So
Well, that's what I said last time. Can't we do one of those quizzes where you answer the previous question?
Well, maybe if you've won anyway. But the moral of the story is, if you're called Allen or you manage West Ham United, there's a chance you might be getting the sack early in the season. So
it's like a Two Ronnies sketch where the answer to the previous question is always Alan Pardew.
Yes, like a bad Two Ronnies sketch. So yeah, so on that bombshell, we're at the end of another week's pod. So thank you very, very much to Eds and Adam for joining us on this week's pod. Good luck with the EP when it comes out in a couple of weeks. I'll be giving London Weekend Television a blast on the radio. It's a good tune. And remember, you can follow us on Twitter at SWYW_FPL. And if you're watching this on YouTube, leave us a comment. You could admire the picture of Adam that we're going to put up on YouTube as well, given that he's been in the dark for most of this week's show. And thanks to Chris and Steve as well. Good luck in your footballing weeks. They think it's all over. It is for another week. Enjoy your footballing week. Keep on singing and keep on winning. Goodbye.
Good luck.
See ya.
Bye-bye.